Hey, it's Roy Richardson, your friend, neighborhood tech Troublemaker, and tonight I'm going to teach you how to use Canva to make YouTube graphics for your channel. And the first thing I want to show you is how to make YouTube channel art. So right here, you'll see this channel banner right here. I made this in Canva. And so one of the things you're going to find out really quick is that it's real pain to make that sort of stuff in Canva. And so here's tonight's show. I'm going to show you how to Canva. So we're going to talk about YouTube channel banner. I'm going to show you how to do YouTube lower thirds. I'm going to show you how to do thumbnails. And I'm going to attempt to show you how to do YouTube outros. Depends if we have enough time. I definitely don't want to bore you. We're going to stop here. So we're live. Let's do this thing. All right. So I have a pro account for Canva. And we're going to do the pro account. So let's go. All right. And I want to show you this. So in case you don't know, for a YouTube channel banner, you have to make it 2560 by 1440 pixels. Now, you don't have to make it that big, but that's how big it's recommended. And if you look here, this whole top part, this whole bottom part will show up on a big screen TV, like a 4K TV. So I, just goofing around, put some stuff out here. I put a copy of this image. This is a template that you can use. It has all the dimensions that you need to know for Canva in my channel description. So feel free to go click on that and download it so that you will have those things. And so this whole thing will show up on a 4K TV. And then on a desktop in a web browser, basically this whole section right here is all that is going to show on a desktop. And then this section here in the middle shows up on a mobile device, whether it be a tablet or a cell phone. If somebody's looking at the YouTube app, then only what's in this section right here, this 1546 by 423, is all that shows up. So I'm going to show you right now how to do this in Canva, how to make your own channel banner. And so go right here, look, so here's my channel banner. This is all that shows up when on a desktop. When you're on a cell phone, then only my little robot and my words in the middle and that show up. So let's go now to Canva. And you want to stick around because at the end of the show we are going to have the lightning round. I got a special guest going to sneak in at the last minute. We're going to have a great time with that. So go right here. We say create design and you can type in YouTube and you'll see YouTube channel art. And notice right here is 2560 by 1440. Okay, so here we go. Now, you'll notice one thing here is these rulers are not there normally. So if you go look, you don't have the rulers. So we'll go to File, and we'll go to Show Rulers and Guides. So these are a huge help when you're trying to eyeball something and you want to make it as accurate as possible. So yeah, so we're going to go through the steps, and you see all the pieces that are part of this. So just kind of pay attention, and we'll catch up with the guys in the chat here in just a few minutes. I know I hear a bunch of folks out there. All right, so looking here, so I'm gonna make a square, a rectangle that's 1546 by 423. So 1546 by 423. So I'm gonna go to Elements and Square. I'm gonna do Square. All right, and here, drop it in, and so I'm gonna make this square 1546 by 423. Okay. So you see these little guides right here, and notice as I drag it out, it's going with me. I need to move it more toward the center. We'll get it all centered up in a little bit. 1546, and unfortunately with Canva, I can't make it exact, so it's better to go 1545. And by the way, there's a huge rainstorm over me now, so you never know what's going to happen. Live is live. I may suddenly go offline. It happens. All right, so 1546 by 423. I know I should have these memorized by now. And then I have to get here and adjust it so we're trying to get the width. It's going to be 1546. Like I said, we'll have to settle for 1545. Okay, by 423. This is always fun. 423, 423. And also you have to sacrifice a little bit. It won't be exact. So, okay, there we go. 421. And I should have the other number memorized, 1546. Okay, so 423 by 1546. Okay. All right, so we're going to settle at that number right there. Now, you'll see we're going to drag it till it's centered. So there's a center line there, and we're going to drag it to the center there. So look, there are, when you drag it, there are lines in the center in the middle. So it's centered. That's what you want for your image. You want it to be right in the center like that. So, cool. That's working. All right, and now I've got that, I'm going to drag guides over. So I'm going to go over here, and you just drag this guide and drop right there and line it up. And then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to drag another guide and snap it right there. And then I'm going to go up here and drag a guide and drop it. And I'll go up here, drag another guide and drop it. And bam, there we go. All right, so this box right here only shows when we're on desktop. This all the way across here shows up on desktop. All of this shows up on a big screen TV, usually 4K. I find on 1080 it kind of cuts it off so you don't see it. And then right here in the middle, this purple section is all mobile device. Now, so that'll show up on your phone. You look at the YouTube app. Now, so you could get rid of it. You could go here and shrink the transparency on it if you want. It's up to you. Usually I wind up deleting it because it's not my theme. All right, so now for me, I'm going to do my official colors. So I have colors. So this is my official blue. It's a cosmic blue. I love this blue. Now, it may be a little hard to see, but the lines are still there. You see if I hover around, you'll see the lines are still there. And so I'm going to go in, and then I have a logo. So you'll want to think ahead of time what you want in your art and what you want to show up on the mobile, because the mobile is the most important. Why? Because 70% of the people that watch videos are watching on a mobile device. So I'm going to go here to uploads, and I'm going to find a pretty picture of myself if there is such a thing. There isn't, but I'm going to do one anyway. Sure, why not? So here's me. It's a huge picture. Oops, where'd it go? Me, here's a picture. I'm going to drop it. And then this is a feature that is a pro version. You have to go edit image and do background remover. Now, if you don't have the pro version, you can go to remove.bg. Remove.bg is a website, and it will remove the background for you for free. So now I'm going to shrink myself so that I fit in the little purple box. I'm going to change the transparency on this purple box so you can see it. See there, the purple box is still there. And shrink and fits myself in. So there I am, and I may have to resize it, but there I am. And then next I'm going to put my logo in there. Okay, it's kind of big, so I have to shrink it, of course. Okay, and then there's this really cute robot that I use in all my artwork that came from Canva. Robot. I really like this little guy. I think he's cool. There he is right there. So he is a pro feature. So to use some of their artwork. So that's one thing about Canva, is that you have to realize that if you see the little crown on it, it means it's a pro graphic, and they charge money for doing that unless you have a subscription. I do have a link down in my channel description that will get you 30 days of Canva for free. It's an affiliate link, so if you did subscribe to Canva, I might get a few cents, but anyway, but the point being is, hey, go try it out. You really should give it 30 days of a try if you haven't already, but it's amazing. So here is my art. I'm going to remove the purple banner. I don't want it. So there's that. Okay. And next up, I'm going to text. And I really like this level up here. So I'm going to click on it. And it's really too big, of course. I'm going to go here and change the words here. And I'll have to shrink it all down, so give me a moment. I'm going to shrink this down. Okay, now because it's in this spot right here, it's only going to show up on the desktop version. So Live Tuesdays, and I like that graphic, so I'm going to paste it. And oops. I'll have to shrink the graphic, shrink the writing. It's a little bit smaller, so it'll fit on one line. There we go. I'll have to shrink a little more, but we'll adjust as we go. Okay, so kerning is a process where you put text or graphics close together. It's mostly used for text. So spacing between text is kind of kerning. I'm sure some graphics guy's gonna tell me, no, you got that a little bit wrong. And I'm gonna set it up, and let's see what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. It looks a little crowded. I could do better, but I'm trying to do this quick enough so I can give you a demo of what it looks like. And then I'm going to do the level up on the other side. I got to shrink the graphics there because it's huge, giant. I guess I could have taken the graphics from the other side and copied it over, and then my sizes would have been closer already. But hey, that's how time goes sometimes. All right. So tech how-tos, copy, paste, and tech reviews. Okay. So this isn't as amazing as it could be. You'll notice a little line pops up, a little guideline. I love the little guidelines show up to kind of help you line it up. I think that's a little too close. There we go. See the little guidelines pop up to kind of help you sort it out there. Okay, so what's going to happen is if I make this my channel right now, this center part, that, as I tell you, that 1546 by 423 pixels is what's going to show up on my mobile phone when I open up YouTube app on my mobile phone and you go to my channel. That's what you're going to see. And then this right here, all the way to here, will only show on the desktop. And then all the rest of it would show up on a big screen TV. So, like I said, usually 4K. I do find sometimes a Roku app, the YouTube app for Roku, does kind of chop it off and you just see what the desktop shows. But so I can actually put text here. Let's turn on caps lock. Spell watch correctly. This is what happened when you try it. I can't type live. I'm just going to tell you I can't. All right, so watch every week. And because it's a bunch of blank space, you got to think about what you want to put there. So I'm going to center it up in the middle there. Okay. And then I'm going to change the color of it. I really like this purple. It may be too much. You may say, nope, yeah, it's not. It needs an effect. So here I'll go effects and neon. Kind of makes it look a little better. And then copy it. Paste. Drag it down. Okay, effects on it as well. Neon. Maybe I'll make it yellow. Yellow's a good color. How about that? So anyway, all right. So that's it. This is my channel art for my channel. And if I go share and download, hit download again, I'll save it down in my YouTube folder. I put all my YouTube graphics in a folder called YouTube. Here's my YouTube folder. I guess I need to name it. Demo. All right. So, Channel Art Live Demo. And then if you go to your YouTube channel, and if you're logged in, click on your graphic, it will take you into YouTube Studio, into customization, channel customization, and you go right here, and you can change that graphic. And so, let's do this. We're going to do it live because we're crazy. Here we go. But no better way to see how it looks until you do it. So notice here it says viewable on desktop, viewable on TV, and viewable on all devices. So notice how I've got my dimensions exactly right. I'm going to choose done. And then I'll hit publish. And then I'm going to say view channel. Oop, I'm still chewing on it. Let's see if I got it there in time. Okay. That's what happens. Get channel happy. View on channel. Bam. Okay. So there we go. That is my new banner. I just did it live, and there it is. And that's how you do a channel banner using Canva. And like I said, again, I have a template in my description for this episode. So if you go there, you click on it, you can download that template. It's got the dimensions for you to help you there. And so, yeah, good times. So that is how you do a channel banner. And that is one of the hardest things I find to do in Canva, because you have to eyeball it, and using those guides and doing the initial square and stretch it to a rectangle to fit the mobile makes it so much easier. Now, this isn't perfect. I see my tech Troublemaker isn't perfectly lined up, so I've got some work to do, but I was trying to do it real quick just to see how you guys are doing. And let's go see who's in the chat out there tonight. Ta-da. All right. Coach Adam out there. Hey, buddy. Hey. It's showtime. It's Troublemaker. Walter, I can literally hear you saying it in your head, in my head, as you would say it when I come to midget shows. PBG Grooming, hey man, I need to know your real name, man. I'm followed your channel. Hi everyone. Hit the spot. 10:06 is in the house. I hear an instrument. The measurements are critical, I guess. Yes, the measurements are critical. You do have to have these measurements in order to make it line up perfect. If I were to bring my mobile device on now, let's see, go to my YouTube channel. Ta-da. And I'm live. Isn't that cool? Go to my channel. Stop playing my video. Anyway, so let's do this. We'll do the live. Let's see how. Zoom in. I guess I could broadcast it. But anyway, the point being is that, just as I said, that section that only shows up on the mobile device is the only section showing up in the YouTube app when I go visit my channel. So there you go. So that's why that graphic's important. And remember, 70% of most people visit YouTube with their mobile device. So that is a big deal. So I'm digging. Hey, thank you, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome. All right, next, I want to do a quick and dirty and show you how to do lower thirds in Canva. So let's go back to the board. All right. So I do a lot. I do a lot of graphics here. And this is going to seem a little weird, but I find the best way to do this is I'm going to go and create a blank graphic that covers the entire screen. So I'll do a custom design, and YouTube channel. We'll do YouTube thumbnail. It's a good size. And then I'm going to go to elements, and I'm going to get that square. That square was so useful the first time. So I'm going to go get that square and get it and drag it down and kind of figure out how you want to look. And because this is what your screen size approximately is going to be, you kind of get an idea. Okay, this is what it's going to look like. I don't like this color. They do have some gradient colors you can go and use. You can go find cool colors. I can go my cosmic blue. I like my cosmic blue. And then I'll go get my little, really like that robot guy. So let's go get the robot. And granted, I'll put the robot right there. Okay, I think I am. Hang on. Are you going to play? Oops. One robot too many. So here's the robot. I'm going to size him down and drag him right here. And so, kind of like that. What do you think of that? And I could make this a little bit bigger, I guess. Okay, kind of like that look. So this could be like a lower third for my channel. And this is a real simple thing to do. So I literally drew me a rectangle and dragged it out. Start with a box, because the box element from Canva is the one that you can shape the most. Strangely, if you get a rectangle, it's kind of fixated on size. I can't really stretch it. Let me show you. So if I get a rectangle, here's a rectangle. If I go and get one of their rectangles, when I drag it, I don't get the middle bar to try to drag it, so it's very fixated. I can't make it just like I want. So I recommend using the square. As you'll see, these little guides right here on the sides as well. I can resize it. The rectangle, I can only drag on the squares. So to me, that's very annoying, but it's a Canva feature. And then heading. So I can say, take Troublemaker, and let's pick a color I want it to be. Let's see. Purple is not enough. Red, no, let's see. We'll try red. Okay. And I can do some effects. Let's see. Shadow. Nope, shadow's bad. Don't like shadow. Well, let's see if I try a different color on shadow. No, don't like shadow, so let's undo that one. Background, that's what I want. I want to have a background. So let's take it and drag it. And I can drag it out further if I want. But there you go. So I can do that. Okay. So there we go. So now I've got a lower third there that I've just drawn. And I like that. Now here's the catch. And it's going to see, let me name it something. And obviously I'm going to scream because I'm typing everything in caps today. Demo. Alright, so this is my demo lower third. I hit share. And here, when I do download. Now, here's the thing that makes me sad about Canva. Transparent background only happens if you do the pro account. So that is another downside. So I do transparent background and download. Okay, I'll save it, and then we'll do live demo mode right here. Let's change my scene to this one. Here we go. And I'm going to go to live demo mode. Turn live demo mode on, and hopefully you are seeing this. So let's do this. All right. I'm going back to my YouTube folder where I drop everything. And so your streaming software may vary, but here I drag it right there, and so there's my lower third right there, and I can line it up in the middle. And depending on what you have, you may have options to make things disappear, reappear as you do things. And so there we go. So that's my lower third there. And now let's get out of live demo mode. Okay, so there's my lower third. And it's a little too big, so I might want to make it a little smaller when I do it later. But that's the point being, is that very easily you can make a lower third in Canva. Very simple. Unfortunately, in Canva, you can't really make an animated lower third because it doesn't do transparency. So that key thing is you need that transparency so that when you do the lower third, it doesn't trap you in the whole screen covered up. So if you have Keynote, if you're a Mac user and you have Keynote, then with Keynote you can go in and do all kind of cool stuff with Keynote where you can make lower thirds and animation, and so you can do that. So if you have a Mac, you can use Keynote to make this animated. And at a later date, I will do a Keynote presentation where I show you how to do animated lower thirds, and a lot of other cool stuff in Keynote. So there's that. All right, I'm gonna get rid of that lower third for now. So going back to the drawing board. Okay, so going back to Canva. So there we go. Let's see what else showed up out here. All right, KM Heartmade. Hey, welcome. I think you've been here one time before, hadn't you? And there's Don out there. How you doing, sir? Welcome. Thank you for coming to the show. Okay, so I showed you how to do basically a channel banner. I showed you how to do a lower third. Now I want to show you how to do a thumbnail. Now, most of you probably already have mastered the art of thumbnails, and Canva makes it really easy. I have to say, thumbnails in Canva are the thing that prompted me to go with a pro subscription, because it just made it so easy and I could so quickly make a thumbnail. So I'm going home, create design, type in what you want to make, YouTube, thumbnail, 1280 by 720. So here is my YouTube thumbnail. Now let me show you thumbnail. Oops, if I can spell correctly. Demo. All right, how are we doing on time? I'm doing good on time. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Now, one thing you'll see in Canva, they have tons and tons and tons of templates that you could use. For reasons that defy me, I don't like any of these, and I swear I've used some of them, and mainly because they don't follow the practices that all the big YouTubers and all those training courses that are teaching you how to be a YouTuber say. You're not supposed to have more than 4 words. You are supposed to have a smiling face, have a face on your thing. Faces draw people in. You want your thumbnail to have some suspense, or you want to very easily tell a story about what's going on in the thumbnail. So these thumbnails don't really tell me anything. Now, this one's kind of good. I kind of like this one, the 5 best design tools. So that's kind of a neat looking one, but that's not what I want. All right. And if you go look at a lot of my designs, you'll see I've been on a theme lately. I've been doing lots of YouTube videos about YouTube, and I've been doing my famous lightning round, and so I've kind of followed a theme, and so I've been doing it that way. Your mileage may vary. You may want to do it totally different than the crazy ways I do things, but I'm going to go, you know what the heck, I'm going to cosmic blue this thing, and then I'm going to go to uploads, and you'll notice I've uploaded a lot of ugly pictures of myself, and so I'll go out and find, here we go, this is the look right here, y'all. This is the thumbnail. This is what the world needs right now. It needs this image of me on the internet. I know it does. Does that create suspense? Okay. All right. And, you kind of line it up how you want. Now, right here, you got to be aware, this right corner right here, there's going to be stuff there. YouTube's going to put stuff right there, so you want to always avoid this corner right here at all times. Don't put anything there if you absolutely can help it. I know sometimes things are a little crazy because I like things to be centered and pretty, but it kind of messes with it. And then the other thing, hey, I'm on a YouTube tear. Everything I do has been about YouTube lately, so let's go find my YouTube logo. So I go through lots of images here, or I could do a Google. All right, here's the YouTube logo. Okay, cool. And then luckily it's got drag, so I can drag this down, and I can drag this up. Okay, so there's the YouTube logo, and let's drag me out of the way. And now I need a white square so I can kind of expand this out and put some writing on it. So I'm going to go find the square and line it up with it. And then I'm going to change the color of it to white. So there, and then if I drag it just right, okay, here in a minute, I will I'll send this back, or there we go. That should get rid of the line. Nope, it didn't get rid of the line. Let's send it. Let's do this. Let's bring this one forward, then backward. All right, there it goes. Got rid of it. I need to size it just right so that it's not hanging off the edge. Match it up there. Okay. All right. So it's close, but I got to fix it. Yeah, as I always said, we'll fix it in post. All right. And then text. And you may find one of these pre-built ones that are awesome, maybe. I'm going to do YouTube Hustle there. So Control C, Control V. So I'm going to paste that white box again there. And I have to bring this forward. So you kind of have to go back and forth, putting elements in. Nope, don't like that element. I'll do this again. Okay. Okay. I'm going to shrink the size of it. Because giant. It's really giant. Okay. Oop, wrong way. Here we go. Line it up there. Okay. Anyway, there's my thumbnail. Living the hustle. All right. So anyway, I mean, you just have to figure out what elements you want. Remember, you want 4 or less words. You want something that faces bring attention in and get people to look at your videos. So you definitely want to have a face there so that people are wanting to see your video. This face needs some editing. I need some brightness. I need a little contrast, a little saturation. Maybe I'll add some glow. Glow's kind of cool. Glow, and change the color of the glow. White, and then let's do the size. There we go. All right, so it needs to be dragged. I don't like it, so maybe I drag this over. All right, there we go. All right. What's everybody think? Maybe that's a thumbnail for next week's episode. We'll just have to see, won't we? So, yeah. And then, of course, when you're done, you download it and save it. And then, of course, when you get ready to go live, you want to upload your thumbnail first. And then you want to type in your title, your description. So hopefully you'll have all that figured out ahead of time. And so there you go. Let's see what else everybody's saying in the chat here. I've heard some more people. Good evening, everyone. Walter, shout out there. My little there's something I need to work on for the Huddle live stream. Yeah, by the way, Walter goes live every Saturday at 11 Eastern. Definitely Canva Pro is definitely going to go. So yeah, I do recommend Canva Pro. It's been a lifesaver for me. It's sped up. Before, I was trying to use GIMP and trying to do it, and I lost patience. Yeah, the face is important. Your face always makes me smile. That's my wife, by the way. She's awesome. Totally agree. Yep. Walter. And that's the t-shirt. I'll fix it in post. Yeah. I went to school for recording engineering. We learned a lot about fixing things in post. Yeah. A long time ago in a galaxy far away, in a past life. That was me. I was in a recording studio back when the tape, was Sony tape, 2-inch thick Sony tape drive. So good times. All right. So that is my Lower Thirds demo. Now, let's see how we're looking on time here, because I don't want to keep you guys out too late tonight. Okay, I know some of these past your bedtime for some of you. All right, I want to show you how I do my outros. And let's do this. So that's the next thing we'll do. Back to Canva. So, create design. All right, so 1920 by 1080. Hang on. So I'm going to need to do dimensions here. Let's just do custom size. I'm having a hard time doing 1920 by 1080. All right. So I'm going to do this. This is 1080p size, 1920 by 1080. So I'm going to do create design. And you can do, they have templates for outros. We'll go here. YouTube outro. All right. So they have templates for outros. So you can go and look at all the ones that they have that they offer. These are really busy. And the purpose of your outro, if you go look, and we'll go behind the scenes on my channel. So go to YouTube Studio. Okay. Content. Yes, you're seeing behind the curtain. It's okay. I don't mind you seeing all this stuff. All right. And click on it. All right. So here we are. So I like to use my outro to be my end screen. So if you're aware, you usually watch a video, and at the very end they'll have like a circle so you can subscribe, and they may have a rectangle that says playlist or next video. And so we go right here and we'll hit end cards. And so here is the end card. Here I've got end cards on a video that I've done. And when you go over here, this is my end screen. It shows up, and it's an animated end screen, and so it goes. And so with Canva, you can do videos, and so you want an end screen that's about maybe right around 15 seconds tops, but right around 10 and change. 10 seconds seems to be the magic number you want for an end screen. So what I'm looking for is to make a video to put at the very end of my videos, and then once YouTube gets through processing, it will let me then go and take elements and put on there to actually have the playlist and to subscribe button. Or I can pick a video that I think is the best one that people need to watch next. So yeah, so this is what I'm working on, is I'm going to make an end screen. So I'm going to discard changes because I didn't make any changes, but anyway. So here we are. So I go and I look, and they have a lot of neat end screens, and I will go through and find one that I might like and I might want to change. So like, look at this one. This one's interesting. So here, I'm not going to go with this one, but here you would put the little circle that represents you. That is a subscribe button. And here you could do the next video, and here you could change it to say previous video. So in this case, it might be useful to actually take their template and utilize it. But I don't like this color in the background, so I'm going to go with, that's a little dark. Let's go maybe gray. What do you think of that? Okay. And then these little things here are interesting, but it's a little too much of a good thing, I think. Bleep. But that's just me. I do like these arrows that tell people what to do, and I'm going to get rid of these. I think those are interesting. Now, I can take this writing right here. I want to change the color of it. And let's see, red's good. And then I could actually do a bounce on it, or a burst. And that way, so these are animation options that you can give it. I can do typewriter. I always like typewriter. I don't know why, but I don't think it looks good on this. Ascend, shift. So this is creating your out screens. And then right here, I'm going to remove this image because I'm going to put mine there. And you'll notice it's got a little thing in the back. So it's kind of like a placeholder for where you're supposed to put your image. So when you make this your end screen, you'll drag your subscribe circle once it gets through process. And you have to wait till YouTube processes it before you can put these elements in place. So every time I do a live video, once it gets done, it's still processing. And I have to wait till the next morning often before I can go and put the end screen and the cards. And so I'll go here. So I'm also going to wipe out that. I'll wipe out that. Why? Because I'm going to put my own there. And then because I'm putting mine there, the issue I'm going to have, let's undo that. I'll move this underneath. And the reason for that is because I'm going to put my own video there. So it doesn't work because I won't have an option to kind of bring forward. Because whatever I make here is permanent. And so I have to work within the constraints. And then same here. Next video. And there. All right. So let's get it centered because it's going to make me crazy if it's not. Make sure the words are centered. Okay. There we go. And then instead of previous video here, I'll put playlist. Okay. So that way, so here I can put what video I recommend, and then, or I can put the video that YouTube recommends. Often YouTube will say best for viewer. So you'll put that card that says best for viewer right there. All right. So that's one way to make an end screen, and I like that. That's cool. I'll save that. And then you're going to want to download it as MP4. So because you're going to take this video, I'm going to download it, save. All right. And time passes. All right. I know. It takes a little time for these MP4s to generate. It takes time. I know I need some Jeopardy music here. Probably get a copyright strike for that 3 seconds of Jeopardy music. We'll see. All right. And I'll save it. Now, my Jedi mind trick is that whenever I end my live stream, I insert a scene that has that video. And so it plays. So that way, when it gets through processing, that end screen is already in my video, and it's just a matter of me dragging my cards into the right place on the end screen so that it does the magic of trying to tempt people to come watch the rest of my videos, because the end screens are gold. If you can get people to click on a playlist and keep watching your videos, you're going to boost your view time. So it's a very helpful thing. Very helpful thing. All right. So there's that. Now let me go show you an end screen that I did. So I made this one from scratch. And I went through and put all my pieces in it. And then, I don't know, for those that are OBS, you guys would have to tell us how to do it. I don't use OBS every day. But I took this end screen and I went into, my software, went into my Ecamm software, and I actually recorded. I hit the record button. I put it in record only mode, and I recorded. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Click on that subscribe in the middle, and if you can reach all the way over to the end, click on the next video it recommends. And then I took that and I saved it, and then I added it to the end of some recorded videos I did. And I thought that way I'm talking to the viewer. I'm trying to pull them in. Hey, we'll see. Maybe nobody ever watches that far, so I don't know if it's been an amazing thing or not. But that's what I did, and I thought that's really cool. And so that was what I did, and I thought that's a cool thing to do. Let's see what else is got. Marcus. I was lurking. She's asleep now. Yes. Everybody shouting, Marcus. Yeah, John from Coffee Talk Tech shouting out. Hey, John. What's up, Marcus? Walter. Marcus is here. Yes, he is. Welcome, welcome. Coffee Talk Tech. Hi, John. Yoo-hoo. Hi, Don, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone's doing great so far. All right, Norma's Diary. Hey, welcome, Norma's Diary. Thanks for coming by. And then John says, hey, Donna. All right. So that's the end of my demo modes. But now it's time for a lightning round. But I've got some prep to do because I'm winging it just a little bit. So while I'm winging it, you can watch these penguins swim. And by the way, this was at a zoo, and so we went and I videoed the penguin swimming. Oh wow, extreme close up. Sorry, didn't mean to scare everybody. Okay, cool beans. All right, so I have a guest coming on. I have none other than Hit the Spot 1006. Tammi Chambers coming on the show, and she's going to do our lightning round tonight. So I'm really excited. I didn't give her a lot of prep, so we're going to say, but last week, Tallboy said, you have got to get Tammi on the show. You have to get Tammi on the show. So I said, Tammi, do you want to be on the lightning round? And she said, yeah, that would be awesome. So we're going to try this. This is what happens. You do things live. You never know if they're going to work or not. I think it will. What do you think? You think it's going to work? Okay, so I'm waiting on her to click that link. We'll get her on the show. Let me show you her website while all you guys are out there waiting. Okay, so now I need magic. There we go. So this is her YouTube channel. Hit the Spot 1006, and she does cooking videos each week. So I'm like, well, how do I incorporate tech into cooking videos? So we're gonna see what happens. We may reach the statute of limitations, have to get really creative. So Tammi, I sent you the link. Let's get you going and we'll make this work. But anyway, you really should go watch. And I have a question for Tammi, but she hasn't answered it yet. What is in the Trinity seasoning? That's what I want to know. I want to know what's in the Trinity seasoning. All right. Okay. So guest in the green room. Remove from green room. And assign. Tammi, how are you doing tonight? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Whoa. I love when magic works. Yes. All right. This is awesome. All right. You ready for camera? Because we're going to go live. We're live already,
Okay,
but here we
I'm
go.
ready.
All right. All right. Here's our guest, Tammi Chambers. Yeah. She gets the confetti, of course. Welcome to the show. So we are going to do the lightning round, and I have not prepped her
Okay.
for it, but I tried to do it. So by the way, if you don't know, because she is a cook, I did lots more of food questions tonight, and so we're gonna see what happens. Go the other way, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit.
I'm sure.
Get you in the camera. I didn't give her any prep, so this is how it goes. But you look awesome, by
Okay.
the way. So
Thank you.
this is going to be great. All right. So every week we have a segment I call the lightning round. And it is a game of this or that. I have a countdown timer. So you'll have 3 minutes to answer the questions, but it's okay. 3 minutes is plenty of time. So, hey, if you want to tell us why you picked that answer, it'll be great. All right. So we're going to get started. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Morning person or night owl?
Morning.
Okay. Hamburgers or hot dogs?
Hamburgers.
Netflix or Redbox?
Netflix.
Okay. Vacation or staycation?
It depends on where I'm going.
All right. All right. Poker or Uno?
Uno.
Okay. American cheese or mozzarella?
American.
Okay. Sleep in quiet or sleep in noise?
Quiet. Definitely quiet.
Breakfast or no breakfast?
No breakfast.
No breakfast. All right. SpongeBob or Patrick?
SpongeBob.
All right. Black coffee or cream and sugar?
Cream and sugar. Have to.
All right. Dining out or home cooked meal?
Home cooked.
Diamonds or pearls?
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
That is true. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
All right. Wine or beer?
Beer.
All right. My Little Pony or Care Bears?
Care Bears.
All right. The Wisdom of Solomon or the Patience of Job?
That's a hard one. But give me the patience of Job.
All right. Working as a team or working alone?
I like working by myself.
All right. And the last question, ninjas or pirates?
Ninjas.
It's ninjas for the win. All right. All right, there we go. Okay. So there we go. That was the lightning round, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. I know we did a little different tonight. You want to tell us about your channel? Yeah.
I have a cooking channel. The cooking channel, cooking show is on TBE Media. You could catch it on Roku or Amazon if you have a Fire Stick or Roku. Most TVs come with Roku, but you can catch my show on TBE Media. You'll just click on there and it will pop up. Try it with Tammi. So
Yep.
I love to cook. I love to try different things, and I bring you along with me. And normally it takes about an hour.
And I still want to know what's in the Trinity seasoning.
I know you do.
I think I have a theory, but I was like, I gotta have that for this recipe. She said I gotta have Trinity seasoning for the special ingredient. Then I'm like,
yes.
I don't know what's in the Trinity. So all right, so it's okay. All right, we'll let you off the hook then. We'll let you off the hook. You don't want to tell us. I understand. It's a trade secret there. So yeah.
You have to watch.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I know that was impromptu, but hey, I think it worked out great. Let's check out and see what everybody else says. Any final thoughts as we close out the episode tonight? Let's see. Night Peeps talking about going for bed. That's a cool thing, Roy. Great job so far. And so Sammy Soupstar out there. Thank you, everybody. That's it. I hope you learned something from this episode. And that's a wrap. Tammi, thank you so much for coming by the show. And we're out of here. And everybody watch.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much. This was fun. Everybody watch the lower third. See, I tell you, you got to go out and make your own lower third. So this is how we outro here.
Mm-hmm.
And bam. Oh, she left. Bye, Tammi. Thanks for being on the show.